Gene Expert. The Gene Expert is a new test for tuberculosis. It can find out if a person is infected with TB and also if the TB bacterium of the person has resistance to one of the common tuberculosis drugs, mainly rifampicin. Contrary to the tests that exist at the moment, it works on a molecular level to identify Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This means that it does not use microscopy but a kind of chemical test to look for the TB bacterium. The Gene Expert is a small machine about the size of a microwave oven that can fit easily on a small table. The test is also called the Expert MTV-RIF for Mycobacterium tuberculosis and rifampicin. Principle: Gene Expert MTB-RIF assay is a nucleic acid amplification test which simultaneously detects DNA of Mycobacterium tuberculosis complex and resistance to rifampicin in less than 2 hours. In comparison, standard cultures can take 2 to 6 weeks for Mycobacterium tuberculosis complex to grow, and conventional drug resistance tests can add 3 more weeks. This system integrates and automates sample processing, nucleic acid amplification, and detection of the target sequences. The only instrumentation required is the Gene Expert system attached to a standard desktop or a laptop PC, a barcode reader, and a Gene Expert cartridge. Before performing the test, make sure that you wear appropriate personal protective equipment. Label a Falcon's tube with the patient or lab identification number. Place sputum sample in a tube. The diluent is then mixed with the sample with the help of a pipette. Mix the sample and the diluent well, either manually or with the help of a vortex mixer. Incubate the sample. After incubation, transfer the sample into the cartridge. Scan the barcode on the cartridge with the barcode reader. This automatically feeds the lab identification number into the attached computer. Place the cartridge carefully in one of the slots of the Gene Expert. The results can be obtained within 2 hours of feeding the sample. The sputum samples and used cartridges should be discarded in accordance with biomedical waste disposal rules. Cartridges for other diseases such as HCV, HIV, MRSA are also available and can be run on the Gene Expert system in a similar fashion. The main advantages of the test are reliable test results when compared to sputum microscopy, rapid test results when compared with culture. Although culture gives a definitive diagnosis, to get the result usually takes weeks rather than the hours of the Gene Expert test. Identification of rifampicin resistance within 2 hours. Normally, to get any drug resistance result takes weeks rather than hours. There are a number of disadvantages, which include the shelf life of the cartridges is only 18 months. A very stable electricity supply is required. The cost of the test. The temperature ceiling is critical.